factors and multiples. Let's understand what are factors and multiples. If we divide 16 by 3, then we get the quotient 5 and remainder 1. Here remainder is non-zero, which means number is not completely divided by 3. Now, if we divide 16 by 2, then we get quotient 8 and remainder 0. Here, the number 16 is completely divided by divisor 2. Such a divisor which leaves no remainder after division is called an exact divisor of that number. Like 2, 1, 4, 8 and 16 also divide the number 16 and produces a 0 remainder. So these are also exact divisors of 16. All exact divisors of a number are the factors of that number. So 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16 are factors of 16. The number 16 which get divided completely by other number is called multiple of that number. So 16 is multiple of 2. Similarly, 16 is also multiple of 1, 4, 8 and 16 as well. For complete division, we have dividend equal to divisor multiplied by quotient. But since both divisor and quotient are factors of 16, so we can also express any multiple in the form of product of its factors. In the same way, we can express other factors of 16 like this, with which we can also say that factors are the numbers which multiply to create another number. Example: find the factors of 20. To find factors, we can divide the given number by taking one number at a time and check if it leaves no remainder, that is, remainder 0. If 20 is divided by 1, then we get quotient 20 and remainder 0. Since remainder is 0, so 1 is a factor of 20. In general, 1 is factor of all numbers. Let's check if 2 is a factor of 20. 20 divided by 2 equals to 10. Remainder is 0, so 2 is factor of 20. When we divide 20 by 3, then the quotient is 6. However, it leaves a non-zero remainder 2. So 3 is not a factor of 20. Similarly, if we check for 4, 5, 6 up to 20, then we find that 4, 5, 10 and 20 are factors of 20. Together the factors of 20 are 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20. This is one way of finding the factor, but it is not so easy way as it is lengthy. More easy method is writing the factors in product form. For that, the divisibility rules are very much useful. Write 20 and take the first number 1. We know that all numbers are divisible by 1, so 1 is a factor. If we divide 20 by 1, then we get quotient 20. This is another factor. So let's write factors in product form as 20 equals to 1 multiplied by 20. Here, 1 and 20 are factors. Next, we take number 2. Since units place digit of 20 is 0, so according to divisibility rule, 20 must be divisible by 2. Therefore, 20 divided by 2 equals to 10. This is another factor. In product form, 20 equals to 2 multiplied by 10. Here, 2 and 10 are factors. Next number is 3. According to divisibility rule, the sum of digits is 2, which is not divisible by 3. So 20 is not divisible by 3. Let's leave it. Next number is 4. 20 is divisible by 4, which produce quotient 5. So 20 equals to 4 multiplied by 5. Here, 4 and 5 are factors. Next digit is 5, but we have already covered 5. This is an indication that we have covered all possible combinations for finding the factors. Thus, we will stop here. So, the factors of 20 are 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20. Another example. Find first 5 multiples of 7. Solution. First 5 multiples of 7 can be obtained by multiplying 7 by 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, which gives multiples 7, 14, 21, 28 and 35. Example. Find the factors of 32. 32 can be represented as 32 equals to 1 multiplied by 32. 32 is divisible by 2 as last digit is 2. So we get this product. 32 is not divisible by 3. 32 itself is 2-digit number which is divisible by 4. So we get this product. 32 is not divisible by 5 as last digit is neither 0 nor 5. 32 is not divisible by 6 as it is divisible by 2. However, it is not divisible by 3. Check if number is divisible by 7. There is no divisibility rule for 7, so we have to check if it is a factor by actual division. Here, 32 divided by 7 equals to 4 and remainder is 4. So 32 is not divisible by 7. Likewise, 32 is divisible by 8, but we have already covered 8. So we will stop here considering all possibilities have been covered. So factors of 32 are 1, 2, 4, 8, 16 and 32. So I hope you understood the explained topic very well. Thanks for watching this video.